started pretending that I knew you, and you knew me too. Oh, my bad. Real E-Leezy, what's good with ya? Oh, that thing looking righteous right there, man. That's the old school Dubs logo right here. It's the old school Dubs logo, my niggas. Let's get it. Game day. Boston, Milwaukee overview. In my opinion, I think that Boston has the edge when it comes to role players and when it comes to coaching and when it comes to overall talent. In my opinion, I think that Boston's role players are more impactful than Milwaukee's role players because Milwaukee's role players, they don't really impact the game. They sit and hover around the 3 point area and then wait for Giannis and Drew Holiday to create open shots for them. Like guys like Grayson Allen, Wesley Matthews, Pat Connaughton, those guys aren't going to be guys where you can be like, okay, in the minutes where you sit Giannis, you're going to have Drew Holiday on the court. You can't just say, okay, Grayson Allen, go get me a bucket. Go be a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? Go be a shot creator. You can't just say Wes Matthews, go be a playmaker, a shot creator. You can't just say Pat Connaughton, go be a playmaker, go be a shot creator. You can't even say Bobby Portis, go be a playmaker and go be a shot creator. You get what I'm saying? I like Bobby Portis, but I think that, you know what I'm saying, him and PJ Tucker are interchangeable, in my opinion. They both bring energy. They're both good, 3 point knockdown shooters, but I think that PJ Tucker has more experience than um, Bobby Portis. And PJ Tucker has been more consistent as far as providing a certain type of role throughout his career. Obviously, PJ Tucker has, bounced around the league and he's even played overseas. And, you know what I'm saying? Coming up out of, I think he went to Virginia. So I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think PJ Tucker went to Virginia. You know what I'm saying? But don't quote me on that. I know it wasn't Syracuse. It wasn't Clemson. I think it was Virginia. Yeah, PJ Tucker went to Virginia. So PJ Tucker has really developed into a solid role player. And now he's on the Miami Heat doing this, providing that same type of leadership, you know what I'm saying, energy, effort, um, toughness to the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? So I thought by them not signing PJ Tucker was going to hurt them, but Bobby Portis emerged as a poor man's PJ Tucker. So we're going to see. You know what I'm saying? And Bobby Portis is obviously bigger than PJ Tucker. You know what I'm saying? So Bobby Portis has an advantage as far as size. Bobby Portis has a better post game. And I would say that, but they're pretty much interchangeable to me. But I thought that Bobby Portis doesn't bring exactly what PJ Tucker brings. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I just don't think that the role players for Milwaukee are more impactful than the role players for Boston. Because you have role players like Al Horford, you have Robert Williams, you have Peyton Pritchard, you have Derek White. You get what I'm saying? You have Grant Williams. So you have certain players that can do more than just wait for passes to come to them. They impact the game in different areas. Peyton Pritchard is a guy that's going to defend and he also can create his own shot. You get what I'm saying? Then you have guys like Derek White, who's been on an Olympic team and won a gold medal with that Olympic team. He's been in Greg Popovich's system at San Antonio Spurs. So he has experience of playing the point guard and, also playing defense and being somebody that can create for himself and other guys as well. And then you have somebody like, Grant Williams, effort guy out of the Tennessee Volunteer. Him and I think Brandon Schofield, they made that run. You get what I'm saying? They made that run with Tennessee in a tournament a few years ago, and I like what Grant Williams brings. Toughness. He can knock down corner threes. He's sort of kind of like a PJ Tucker, Bobby Portis type player. You get what I'm saying? So I like him and what he brings, and he's going to play defense, and he's going to give you energy and effort. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you have to go over to Al Horford, the veteran in the league. You know what I'm saying? Multi-time All-Star, who's been in big games and big moments, big series. You get what I'm saying? Game sevens. Between Atlanta. You feel me? In Boston. Um, I think Al Horford is a solid big, can defend, rebound, um, and he can knock down, you know what I'm saying, the three, sort of kind of like Brook Lopez. So I think that cancels out him and Brook Lopez cancel each other out. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and then when you want to go Robert Williams doesn't need the ball to impact the game. Robert Williams is going to give you effort, defense, you know what I'm saying? And he can, Robert Williams is a nice he can pass, you know what I'm saying, out of his position. That was really like an underrated skill, I thought, of Robert Williams. He can pass, like especially in that high low, you know what I'm saying? And then the pick and roll. Robert Williams can make a play for the next guy. And then you know what he's going to give you on defense, the anchor of the defense. He's going to defend the rim, he's going to rebound. And then, you know what I'm saying, he's a threat offensively because he's going to get those rim runs, those lobs. You feel what I'm saying? He's going to keep balls alive on the offensive glass, which give your team extra possessions. And we know how critical rebounding is, especially in, you know what I'm saying, in meaningful playoff games. So, um, that's that. Derek White. So I touched on all of those players. And then I ain't even got to, like, you know what I'm saying, the meat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even got to the meat. I'm just naming all the sides right now. But then when you go to your main entree, you feel me? These are just appetizers. So when you go to your main entree, then you got Jalen Brown. You have motherfucking Marcus Smart and Defensive Player of the Year, mind you. And then you have fucking Jason Tatum. In my opinion, I think he's the best player in the NBA. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own opinion. It's okay. You don't have to agree with it. You feel me? You like what you like for various reasons. I like what I like for various reasons, and I try to break it down and explain why. So, so you put Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, and Jalen Brown up against the main course over in Milwaukee, and you only get a Giannis and a Drew Holiday. I'm not taking anything away from those guys. I think Giannis is arguably, you know, the best player in the NBA. It's arguably, he's not my best player in the NBA, but arguably, I think he is. There's an argument, you know what I'm saying, for that stance on him being the best player in the NBA. He has a championship. He has 2 regular season MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. But I still think that he lacks that let me take over the game because I don't think that he can shoot. Like, you know what I'm saying? If when you compare KD and Giannis, Giannis is more dominant inside. He's going to get to the basket. KD is more, I'm going to get to my spot, rise up, and shoot a jump shot. But the thing that KD lacks, what Giannis lacks, that they need to give each other, Giannis needs a consistent jump shot, a pull up jump shot. You know what I'm saying? And KD needs to be more dominant and physical in the paint, imposing his will. And that's something that Giannis does great, especially in transition. He's going to get to the rim. You feel me? He's going to Euro step, get to the basket, create havoc on opposing defenses because of his strength and his length and his footwork and his ability to attack the rim. You get what I'm saying? But sometimes those the paint is not always going to be open. When teams bring hard double, when teams are going to bring hard doubles and triple team like pressure, you feel what I'm saying? They have to get the ball out of your hand, and then somebody else needs to make that play. That's going to really dictate. See, when you bring hard pressure at certain players that can shoot good, they're just going to rise up over the double and the triple and get a bucket. You feel what I'm saying? But I understand what making a right basketball play is, but sometimes great offensive players, the right basketball play for them is not passing it to a role player to hit a shot all the time. It's sometimes you have to be like, man, I got confidence in my game where I can think I can make this shot over two or one guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. And then Giannis shooting free throws. They're gonna constantly foul him and put him. They have all those bodies to get fouls. They're gonna put Giannis on the free throw line. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how that works out. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we go to Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is a good point guard. You know what I'm saying? He finally tasted a championship. What Drew Holiday brings on both ends of the ball is very, very critical. But I think that Boston has enough guards to neutralize Drew Holiday. I don't think Drew Holiday, you can sit there and say, okay, Drew Holiday, go take over a game. No, Giannis, Drew, I need you to go drop 30, 40 points. We've seen Drew put up, you know what I'm saying, some good numbers in the high 20s, the mid to the high 20s. But asking Drew Holiday to really dominate a game offensively, I think you're asking too much from him. I think he's an exceptional guard and he's a great role player. But as far as being the guy, it's going to be a lot more responsibility on Drew Holiday to provide, productivity on both ends of the court without Middleton. See, Middleton is that X factor, in my opinion. I think what Middleton brings, his, shot making ability, his playmaking ability, you get what I'm saying? And then what he can give you on the defensive end. I think that everything works for Milwaukee when you have all three of those guys. And now that Middleton is out, it sort of messes everything up. So everything doesn't flow the same. You feel what I'm saying? Chicago just played with no effort, no toughness. You know what I'm saying? No, they didn't have any mental toughness, no poise. You know what I'm saying? And they just allowed Milwaukee just to do whatever they wanted to do. They didn't show any resistance, and I think that's what separates Boston and Chicago. But Giannis and all of those guys, Grayson Allen, Pat Connaughton, and Brook Lopez, in my opinion, I don't think they're going to be able to just do in what they want. I think it's going to be a little harder for them to get their numbers in this series. And that's why I give, barring any injuries on the Boston Celtics end to one of their main guys, I give Boston the edge in this series. And I think it'll possibly probably go 6 games, if not a gentleman's sweep. And that's just my opinion. So we'll see. I mean, I know it's more money in the more games that a series goes, and it'll be a bad look for Giannis to really lose like that. But I think Milwaukee has been inconsistent all season. They've been, as far as their health goes, and as far as their defense goes, they haven't been the same defensive team like they were last year. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why they finished like top four in the East, as opposed to last year when they were in their top two, top three. You know what I'm saying? So I think they might have had the best record in the NBA last year, to be honest. Milwaukee did, because they had home court throughout, right? They had home court throughout the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Lost the first two at home, then won, then came back and won the last two, I think. Or they were the second best team in the NBA behind who, I think, what, the Lakers, Phoenix? One of them. Forgot how that went. Not the Lakers. It had to be, I forgot who had the best fucking record. But anyway, I think that Milwaukee has been inconsistent all season as far as their health and their defensive play. And it's very hard to say, okay, playoffs time, let's turn it up. You have to go in there with cohesion, chemistry, and you have to be fortunate when it comes to health. And you have to be playing your best basketball. And I thought that Boston, had both. They had good health with the exception to the injury to Robert Williams. But Robert Williams came back at the last 2 games of that series against the Nets. So I thought that Boston, they have been having everything working for them. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. But I think that that's what's going on. And I think that this is my outlook. This is my overview of the Boston and Milwaukee series, man. So real E-Leezy, man. Let me know what y'all think. Salute. I appreciate all y'all, man. So let's get it, man. Second round, man. It's time to turn it up a notch. You feel me? Real E-Leezy. What's happening? Herm. That bet is good, nigga. 200 on the series, bro. I told you to text me. I put my number, in that video. Because I don't like putting my business in the street. You feel me? We work shit out behind closed doors. So hit me so we can really, put that shit on the wood, cuz. And I'm a man, nigga. And I stand on my shit. So it's all good. Hit me up, Herm. Appreciate all y'all, man.